I didn't plan on making another video, but here I am. So, I don't know what was going on, but I had this food in my car and it smelled fine, when I got in my car the last few times. But then I got in it the last time and it smelled fine. And then about 2 minutes after saying that, I was like kind of in some prayer and reading the book of Jasher. And there was definitely something going on because I was feeling this tightness in my throat. And after reading the book of Jasher, I heard this loud, like, bang on my roof, and I'm in my car type deal. Um, Sometimes when demons are fleeing, they'll make those noises. Um, and then the tightness around my throat went away. But the weird thing about it is, all of a sudden, it started smelling like rotten eggs. And so, I don't know if most people know this, but when you smell rotten eggs, it usually means a demon is around. So this is when I went to go throw away that food. But the thing is, I came back after throwing away the food and the smell was still there. Like it was putrid, rotten eggs type deal. And so I said, okay, let me get on out this area and see what happens. And so I left the car or whatever. I'm no longer smelling it anymore. So I think it was honestly that area that I was in, which was a garage over at this mall called the Domain in Austin. And I mean, it's no secret. Like, Austin is full of witches, it's full of people that conjure demons and talk to spirits and all this kind of stuff, and they're proud of it. And so, I mean, you're also around a place where it's just highly materialistic. There's a couple of clubs in there, and they promote alphabetism as well. And otherwise, just things that are completely against God. Um, all these high end brands and that kind of thing. And so, this is like also 11 something at night. And so, no telling what's happening, in these sorts of places at nighttime because that's when the devil does a lot of his work is at night. And I just realized like the moon is also full, so everyone was feeling a certain way today, and just heaviness and anger and all sorts of things, just confusion, I guess. And God has his appointed times, and he has the moon, its cycles, and the sun cycles for a reason. I mean, they play a part in his creation. And so a lot of times witches will use the full moon to do their work. There's a lot of sacrifices and that kind of thing that happen on the full moon. I'm so glad I got out of there. But anyway, this is why they often use the moon in their symbology too, because it represents a lesser light. Not that God doesn't use it as a light, but they use it as their symbology. Like it seems more important to them, whereas the sun is like representing the greater light in Christianity, and the Son of God. So, yeah. So they do a lot of their spells and their curses during the full moon as well. So I'm thinking it's all interconnected in some kind of way. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back to reading the book of Jasher though, because it's really quite interesting. And this might even be in the regular Bible, but it talks about how Enoch went away for 3 days and then he returned for one day, which is like a foreshadowing of Christ, which is so interesting. So you can find a lot of interesting things in the extra biblical texts that link directly back to like the canon. I know the original King James had like 70 plus books in it. They had took out the books for no reason. I'm not going to argue with anybody concerning it. I believe that there's value in these books, and I believe if you're not speaking to God, you don't hear his voice and you're just reading doctrines on the internet that tell you not to look at the books, then you're really doing a disservice to yourself, because they really have uh, a lot of information in them that helps us understand the canon more. So, anyway, be careful out here, because I mean, we got sulfur just leaking from the gates of hell right now, apparently. So, you guys be blessed and have a good one. Bye.